Okay, let's see if this does anything. If if this doesn't solve the issue, then it's got to be like, well, maybe I could try power cycling my router, but I don't know. Maybe my neighborhood is just streaming a crap ton of Netflix tonight. Sorry, guys, that's not cool, but I don't really know what to do to fix it, so. Okay. Holy shoot, I did not realize we were that low on health. What do we got? Slavanta's wedding ring. A ring with the name Slavanta Levtin engraved inside the band. Hand axe? Masterwork? Unidentified item, sure. Not worth the wait. Not worth the wait. Not worth the wait. Not worth the wait. We, in theory, can. Alright, these are not monk weapons, so let's not do that.
That is mine! You cannot have it!
Just wanting to move it to a different weapon set. Okay, so you're the only one that you can use the hand axes. +2 to attack, but we lose a lot of damage. No. I mean, I really would love to hit stuff, but I think for that much less weapon damage, it's not worth it. No. Alright, we'll just sell those then. So yeah, I think we can just sell these. I don't think we can actually put them together. Studded leather armor +1. What are you wearing? Just leather armor. Bards use arcane magic, right? Is there a way to tell? Evocation, conjuring. Yeah, that sounds like. But they have a 0% chance. Maybe we'll put that on you. Not huge about your weight. For 18 AC. I mean, you got better AC than two of the three frontline guys. I think we'll do that. And you were fatigued somehow and no longer. Alright, save it.
I'll go ahead.
Applause, please.
Oh, she picked a lock. I didn't realize that was locked. Scroll of Doom. The spell fills a single subject with a feeling of horrible dread that causes it to become shaken. A minute a level. Written orders. Kressel, a task. As soon as you're done with the taxes, find an old hut in the woods upstream of the Thorn River and burn it to the ground. This is the Stag Lord's wish. He literally said, "Burn, burn!" It was originally going to be Donovan, but he grew upset when he learned nobody lived in the hut. He said burning houses with no one inside of them was boring. So I said I'd send someone more reliable. It's a strange task, but try to finish it quickly. And no asking, what the... or why bother with this trifle instead of preparing for war with Restov. We'll get to that. A. You see a dark-haired man of about 45 through the wrinkles on his face, though the wrinkles on his face make him look 60 at first sight. He's currently a prisoner, judging from the tied hands. From his tied hands. Wow, I can almost read. He slouches a bit, squinting short-sightedly at the light as he moves his lips as though speaking to someone invisible. He jerks his head up as he notices you. Praise Estelle. Someone finally chased off those scoundrels. Thank you, stranger. My name is Joad Kevin. I'm a priest of Estelle from Garrett. These bandits attacked me as I was crossing the river. Said they wanted to take me to their leader, make me heal their wounds. Not a chance. The strength granted me by Estrelle is meant to help honest people, not robbers. How did you come to be in these lands, Jode? Jode? Oh my god, I'm dropping frames again. I was led here by visions, sent by the elk god, Jode says with veneration. Estelle showed me that somewhere in this wild land lies the Temple of the Elk, an ancient shrine, forlorn and desecrated. I saw the ruins of the temple and the shadows of a predator lurking in sorcerer's fog. I felt the echoes of the vicious rituals performed at the once blessed place. I have no doubt Estrelle wanted me to revealed all this to me so I could stop the ungodly sorcery that's desecrating the temple. And where is this temple? That I don't know. Visions, even divine ones, are often vague and unreliable. I know only that the temple is somewhere near in the Gnarl Marshes, but I'm afraid I won't be able to find it myself, what with bandits lurking around every corner of this place. Joad shakes his head sadly. I'm glad I could help. Joad mutters a bit, rubbing his hands. Oh, these times. To be as surprised to meet an honest man as to see a manticore at a vegetable stall. Thank you for your help. I've exhausted my supplies of prayers, but I'll gladly repay you in the future, once I've restored my strength. Come to me if you ever need to be healed or blessed. I'm afraid an old fool like me won't be able to handle the mission given to me by Estrelle on my own. How can I search for the temple when the bandits around here won't let me take a single step? I'll head to Oleg Levern's trading post to rest and think on what to do next. Please, traveler, if you happen to discover the ruins of the Elk Temple, come inform Ojoed. My gratitude will know no bounds. Examine the old hut. The Staglord is... Okay, we got a bunch of stuff. We'll look at that.
The path is clear.
Look at that after. So that would have been nice if you had joined our party. Kinda need a 5th and 6th member.
Tread lightly.
Thought I got everything here. Oh, because we got interrupted when we were doing this. Sweet pancakes. Recipe. Comprehensive guide to cooking a delicious dish. 2 eggs, 3 flour, 1 honey. Oh, 1 eggs, 1 flour, 1 honey. That's what I have. The Notes of a Traveling Priest, Uthalek, by Tyron Dean. Imagine this. A girl, whose name I shall not disclose, comes to town and immediately purchases the most expensive suburban villa. This newcomer spends unfathomable amounts on charity, even returning several tragically perished citizens to life at her own expense. She's very young. Her rough speech and manners indicate that she's not of noble birth. This leaves the whole town wondering, how did this young lady come into possession of such a huge fortune, and why does she spend it so eagerly? Those secrets were revealed to me when I was invited to the mysterious girl's house to provide healing services. The young lady reluctantly displayed something she'd been hiding from everyone: terrible acid burns. She forestalled any questions with the single word, Uthalek. A monstrous black dragon's name is well known in the River Kingdoms. She lived in the region for hundreds of years, inspiring terror and emptying settlements. Many experienced dragon hunters attempted to put a stop to her, and all perished. No one knew where Uthalek's lair was, or where she would strike next. The wounds Uthalek's acid breath left on my patient's body were terrible, but her soul was hurt much worse. The girl and her friends had found the lair of the dragon. They could have gathered hunters to destroy the monster, but instead kept silence in search of profit. When the lair's mistress was absent, they would carry treasure out, little by little. Uthalek suspected something was happening, so she set an ambush for the thieves, and they were dealt with cruelly. My patient pretended to be dead, surviving while the dragon devoured the bodies of her friends. She had much gold left at her disposal, but it came with a burden of memories that recalled devastated cities and countless people burned by acid. Unable to tolerate the guilt, the girl tried to atone for ill-gotten gains with good deeds. I was able to hear her physical wounds. When she parted, she told me she planned to spend the rest of her wealth organizing an expedition to Uthalek's lair to end the beast. I recently heard a rumor that the villa has been abandoned for quite some time now. It's possible that the owner left for other lands, but my heart tells me her bones lie in the lair of Uthalek, that winged terror and plague to the River Kingdoms. Okay.
I see something.
Well, that wasn't
Let us be careful.
nearly as bad as it was the first time. I thought that was going to be a lot harder. so 50 XP, really? Okay, journals. Stolen lands. We know the location of an old hut that the Stag Lord wanted destroyed for some reason. We're going there to find a way to fight the enchanted fog. Find the Temple of Elk. Joad, the cleric of Estrel, has told us about his vision of the Temple of Elk lost somewhere in the wilds. He asked us to tell him if we happen to find it. That's literally the same thing. Okay, fine. We'll take the rest of the gear and then we'll go back to the inn. Give the ring back, get some rest. That should level us up. And then be on our way. Wait.
Blood for Gorum!
Oh, damn, we're like fighting immediately.
Tear them apart!
Why are you punching?
This won't kill me!
Oh, there's a third guy?
Healing.
Apparently I can't shoot you. Oh, I can't because I used my, Right. Nice. Not expected at all. I have... Oh. No, I don't need the spear. Spear is not a monk weapon.
They go down!
Son of a diddly.
I'm all right.
Serves you right.
Nice hit.
Repent.
Swing and a
A
miss.
solid plan.
Nice.
You deserved it.
Forwards.
Ugh. Not doing it wrong. The spell is flawed. Bring it! Yay!
That works. Again, we may as well collect everything. It must be like the number of random encounters or something. Oh, I think about it. Oh, here's my alignments. They definitely shifted away from lawful neutral.
Let's head out.
Show me wares. Ooh, don't want to sell that. Do I need to keep that on me? I'm going to hold on to it for now. Okay, we're making some decent cash. And then good news, we've only dropped less than 2% frames. So it sucks that we're losing frames a little bit, but we're not nearly as bad as we were before, so restarting seems to have fixed whatever the issue was. What is this? No idea. You scared of me, puppy? I just want to pet you. Come here, you little puppy. Let me pet you. The old well has been renovated and cleaned. It even has a new roof.
How may I serve you?
I need the help of the cleric. Oh, he's a traitor. Using this scroll absolves you of your sins and returns your alignment to the state it was at the first level. 3 grand. What is the parentheses? And that's a high number. Oh, that's probably total, if I wanted to buy them all. Spell frees victims from enchantments, transmutations, and curses. Spell cures 4d8 points of damage plus 1 per caster level. Maximum of 25? You can get to level 25? I thought 20 is the highest in D&D 3.5. Did they change that in Pathfinder? And ends any and all of the following adverse conditions affecting you. Ability damage, blinded, confused, dazzled, diseased, exhausted, fatigued, nauseated, poisoned, and sickened. Not bad. Scroll of critical wounds. Light wounds. Scroll of cure light wounds. Scroll of cure light wounds mass. Delay poison. The subject becomes temporarily immune to poison. Any poison in its system or any poison to which it is exposed during the spell's duration does not affect the subject until the spell's duration has expired. Delay poison does not cure any damage the poison may have already done. Subject gains +4 morale bonus on saves against all death spells and magic death effects. The subject is immune to energy drain and any negative energy effects, including channeled negative energy. The spell does not remove negative levels that the subject has already gained, and does not protect against other sorts of attacks, even if those attacks might be lethal. Spell magic point target. Interesting. Neutralize poison. Scroll of prayer. You bring special favor upon yourself and your allies while bringing disfavor to your enemies. You and each of your allies gain a +1 luck bonus on attack rolls, damage rolls, saves, and skill checks, while each of your foes takes a -1 penalty on such rolls. Protection from acid, cold, electric fire, raise dead, remove blindness, disease, curse, fear, paralysis, remove sickness, resist acid, cold, etc. Scroll of restoration, lesser restoration, resurrection. Diamond and diamond dust. A gleaming gem, a merchant would pay well for it. Can also be used to cast certain spells. Dust left cutting a diamond. A merchant will pay very well for it. Can also be used to cast certain spells.
How may I serve you?
What services do you offer? I can sell you various divine spell scrolls. They're quite useful, even if you don't have anyone in your party who can read them. While you're in the settlement, or indeed any place with a cleric willing to help, you only need to open your bag and choose the scroll you wish to cast. Interesting. I'll be happy to read it for you. However, take care out there in the wilderness. A scroll is useless without someone who can read it. To use a scroll on your journeys, you'll need a spellcaster whose magical training covers such spells, or someone skilled in magical devices. Tell me about the visions that led you to the Temple of the Elk.
That's why I'm here.
What do you want from me?
Find the Temple of the Elk. I've pieced together its location from what I can remember of my visions. I have a rough idea of where to look for the sanctuary, somewhere in the North Nile marshes. However, I don't possess the strength to walk this path myself. Do not reject my plea, good traveler, and I'll repay you as best I can. In these dark times, people rarely help each other without compensation. May Erastil forgive us all. But I am sure my healing abilities will be useful to you.
Sorry guys, I just started having a piece of chocolate when he was just about done. I didn't think he was going to end the conversation then and there.
How may I serve you?
Tell me about yourself, Joad.
What exactly would you like to know?
That's enough.
As you
now.
wish. That's why I'm here.
Why do you need to find this temple?
What is there to understand? The gods do not send us visions for no reason. We must go to the temple. Then I believe we shall discover the true meaning and wisdom of Erastil's will.
Arasta. Oh, I was totally saying that wrong. That's enough about this for now.
As you wish.
Tell me about yourself.
What exactly would you like to know?
Tell me about your past.
My story? Why not? You deserve to know it. I am a priest of Erastil, and Galt is my homeland. You can imagine what it's like following the teachings of the stag god in a realm torn by discord and strife. Rebellion and suspicion are the pillars of Galt. Led by Erastil, I tried to guide my flock to embrace tranquility and balance and guard them from hasty judgment, until I fell from grace myself. Foolish, foolish old Jod. My misdeeds cast a shadow over my life and service. In search of redemption and a balm for my soul, I took to the road. I had come nearly to despair when Erastil sent me a vision of the Temple of the Elk. I knew that very moment that the stag god had shown me the way to redemption.
What did you do to anger Estrella?
Well, if you truly wish to know, I'll have to start from the long time back. Werewolves preyed upon the lands around my village. They murdered people for fun or sport and left the corpses to rot on the roads. One night, they broke into a young woman's house and dragged her into the streets. One evening, a traveler came to our tavern, tattered and dirty from days on the road like so many others roaming Galt. He sat quietly in the corner of the tavern, drinking cheap ale, and in an instant, I knew he was a werewolf. I felt it in my soul. It was like Erastil himself had whispered it into my ear. Led by Providence, I left to gather my flock, and we surrounded the tavern. The retribution was swift. However, I was tragically mistaken. The young man was no werewolf. He was a bandit, sent to spy on the village by one of the local gangs. We only found out after, when we went through his things.
You should have stayed your hand and discovered the truth before you acted.
Indeed. I remind myself of this every day when I awaken, and again when I go to sleep. I, who admonished my fellow citizens for the chaos they spread and the transgressions they made, but then I myself. Whatever the case, I knew Erastil was no longer pleased with me. It was terrifying. Imagine how my mind raced when here in the Stolen Lands I heard the voice of the stag god once again. He gave me another chance at service to atone for my guilt. Now I have regained hope, and that very hope is my most precious possession.
Sorry guys, I was eating some chocolate so I couldn't read that last line. What can you tell me about your homeland, Galt?
For some, it is a land of freedom, where power belongs to the people, not to lords or kings. For others, it's a land of never-ending revolution, a realm surrendered to anarchy. It depends on who you ask. For me, I found Galt a violent place. Crowds eager to lynch a stranger for that accent or appearance, where a single word uttered at the wrong time or place can spark the people to riot and cities to burn.
Kind of like that werewolf you had mentioned, huh?
For me, it is a place inhabited by the frightened and the desperate, always suspicious, watchful of trickery. All too often they are deaf to the voice of reason. They cannot grasp that chaos and lawlessness lead only to yet more chaos and lawlessness. All my life I've tried to break through to these poor people, but alas, I don't seem to have made much progress.
Jod is visibly upset and grows silent for a while. I really feel like this is the pot calling the kettle black.
As you wish.
Tell me about Estrel.
Of course. It would be my pleasure. Erastil is one of the eldest gods of Golarion. His faith emerged when the first people appeared upon the land. Erastil helped our ancestors cultivate the land and hunt. Even now, his blessing lies with those who uphold the old traditions and keep to simpler ways, far from civilization and the noise of the city.
Wait a moment. Cities have their strengths as well, don't they? Civilization fosters science, trade, and invention. And in that, it often improves life for all of us.
Tell that to the peasant robbed of all he owns, spending his night in the gutter, hoping to live to see the sunrise. You won't see such things in a village.
Johad mournfully shakes his head. I don't share your opinion. My future capital will be no village, whether you like it or not. One day it will rival Absalon itself.
As you wish. Still, lend your ear to this old man's words. Don't brush away the wisdom of ages past. I came here to spread the kindness of simple village life, which is often lost and forgotten in the noise of an indifferent city.
What does Rastil demand of his faithful?
The word demand does not befit the stag god. Honesty and friendship, loving families, merry weddings, and newborn children in their mother's arms, they bring a smile to Erastil's face. He loves his people and rewards them with fortunate hunts and plentiful harvests. But he has no temper for sloth and vanity. He never bestows gifts upon his faithful without first measuring their worthiness. We ourselves must win our daily bread, but the stag god comes to our aid in times of need and strife.
To each his own. I wanted to ask you about something else.
I am happy to help.
Thank you for the story. We may speak more later. Farewell. Alright, I need a 2-minute break to grab some more water and run to the bathroom. So I will be right back, guys. I'm back. Thanks for waiting, guys. Zilaventa greets you warmly. Good day to you. Do you need anything? I'll be happy to help. I found your ring, Zilaventa. Cressel, the bandit woman who had it, tried to kill me and died in the fight. Zilaventa sighs bitterly. I suppose I should tell you the truth about her. Kessel wasn't her real name. Her real name was Irina before all this. She was the daughter of my mother and her second husband. She was the daughter of my mother and her second husband, my half-sister. Damn. I can't help but feel like everything that happened to her was my fault. She always had a wildness to her, and she'd wander the streets, hanging out with a bad crowd. Until the day she passed, Mother complained about Irina constantly. Back then, it was just cruel games and strange escapades. She never really hurt anyone back in Restov. Her father didn't live much longer than our mother, so I decided to try and help Irina. I brought her here to the Stolen Lands, though Oleg was against it. But once here, she immediately fell under the Stag Lord's influence. She never even needed to meet him. The stories and rumors from local hunters and bandits were enough to win her over. She would tell us how he was a real leader, unlike Restov's softies. Eventually she ran away, only to return under a new name with a pack of thugs to collect taxes from us. What's worse, she participated in the torture and execution of prisoners alongside the Stag Lord's minions. And now, meeting such an end, I realize you did what you had to. Perhaps it's all for the best. But still, I wonder if everything could have turned out differently. Zilaventa lifts her head. Thank you for returning my ring to me. I truly appreciate it. Now, if you don't mind, I think I'd like to be alone for a little while. 10 camping supplies and rations. 45 XP? We're 5 short. And I'm dropping frames again. Unreal. You like join us or something? Oh, we did level up. Okay, so first of all, let's put stuff away. Take that back. Yeah, we'll keep that on us. It's heavy. But just in case we can't find rations or something.
Tread lightly.
Level up! At third level, a monk gains a pool of key points, supernatural energy he can use to accomplish amazing feats. The number of points... Oh, sorry guys. The number of points in a monk's key pool is equal to half his monk level plus his wisdom modifier. As long as he has at least 1 point in his key pool, he can make a key strike. At third level, Key Strike allows his unarmed attacks to be treated as magic weapons for the purpose of overcoming damage reduction. 7th level, Cold Iron and Silver. 10th level, Lawful Weapons. 16, Adamantine Weapons. By spending 1 point from his key pool as as long as he has one key. Okay, so I need to have at least one key point for this damage reduction, or overcoming damage reduction. That's what it sounds like. As long as he has at least 1 point in his key pool, he can make a key strike. Key strike allows his unarmed attack. Yeah, okay. By spending 1 point from his key pool as a swift action, a monk can make 1 additional unarmed strike at his highest attack bonus when making a flurry of blows. This bonus attack stacks with all bonus attacks gained from Fury of Blows, as well as those from haste and similar effects. A monk gains additional powers that consume points from his key point pool as he gains levels. The key pool is replenished each morning after 8 hours of rest or meditation. These hours do not need to be consecutive. Fast movement, nice. At third level, a monk gains a +10 enhancement bonus to his space speed. A monk in armor or carrying heavy or a medium or heavy loads loses this extra speed. For every 3 levels above third, the bonus improves by 10 feet. Key Strike, magic. At third level, Key Strike allows the monk's unarmed attacks to be treated as magical weapons for the purpose of overcoming damage reduction. Wisdom. Oh, I get 2 because of my heritage. That's why you're higher up. Okay, that makes sense. Well, that's it. I thought I got a feat at level 3. Oh, I do. Feats right there. Okay. +1 to all attack rolls you make using the selected weapon. I'm kind of tempted to pick that. But I think maybe we'll do the defense thing. +4 dodge bonus to armor class against attacks of opportunity when you move within a threatened area. Make an additional number of attacks per round equal to your dex bonus. That's really good too. That could be good too. I didn't see. Didn't see the feat that I'm looking for. Oh, it's a style. That'd be good to take, but I get a special feat for that. Weapon focus. I mean, it is suggesting it. And +1 bonus is pretty good. Combat reflexes could be good too. Cause I have +3. So 3 attacks of opportunity could be good. Especially since some archers apparently were shooting twice. I think that we may be better to take later on. Because not too many guys are attacking more than once a turn right now. So we're not getting as much of a benefit out of it. But if we wait till maybe the next time we get a feat, then a fair number of guys will probably be taking extra attacks. Dragon Style might be bad, or not bad, but it's also a style, so I can wait. I'm trying to figure out what these icons mean, because they gotta mean something. That's not bad. Kinda dig that. Extra 1d6, that could be a lot of damage. We'll hold off right now. Let's see what other people do. And I forgot to change your spells. Hang on. Okay, so that was after we rested. So let's load this one up. You gotta remember to change your spells. And of course, you're probably gonna get more spells now that you leveled up. Found your ring.
I'll go ahead.
Let's sell that stuff before I forget. Nice. Save it. Let's level you up first, and then we'll look at your spells in there. Level 3, you got toughness, or you're taking toughness, one of the two. Skills went into lore, religion, and perception. Okay, you are taking toughness. I don't think there's anything new here. Level 2, I think, is new. Protection from law, Bone Shaker. Take control of a living target's creature skeleton. A creature that has its skeleton rattle within its flesh, causing it grievous harm. The target takes 3d6 points of damage, plus 1d6 additional points of damage per 2 caster levels. That's medium range. Arrow of Law. You fire a shimmering arrow of pure order from your holy symbol at any target in range as a ranged touch attack. A chaotic creature struck by an arrow of law takes 1d8 points of damage per 2 caster levels, maximum 5d8. A chaotic outsider instead takes 1d6 points of damage per caster level to a maximum of 10d6 and is dazed for 1 round. A successful will save reduces the damage to half and negates the daze effect. The spell deals only half damage to creatures that are... I can't read the rest of that. They are neither chaotic nor lawful, and they are not dazed, and I can't read the rest of that. Aid. Aid grants the target a +1 morale bonus on attack rolls and saves against fear effects, plus temporary hit points equal to 1d8 plus caster level to a maximum of 1d8 plus 10 temporary hit points at caster level 10th. Bear's Endurance. The affected creature gains greater vitality and stamina. The spell grants the subject a +4 enchantment bonus to Constitution, which adds the usual benefits to hit points, fortitude saves, and constitution checks, and so forth. Blessing of Courage and Life. With this prayer, you provide long-lasting succor to a wounded creature. For as long as the effect lasts, the target receives a +2 morale bonus on saving throws against fear and death effects. At any time while the spell is in effect, the target can choose to end the spell as a swift action for a burst of healing energy. The target loses the saving throw bonus, but is healed for 1d8 points of damage +1 per caster level, maximum of 10. Blessing of Luck and Resolve. A favorite blessing of halfling clerics, the spell grants its target a +2 morale bonus on saving throws against fear effects. If the target fails a saving throw against fear, it re-rolls the save with a +4 morale bonus and takes the new result, even if it's worse. After that, the spell's effect ends. Full Strength, +4 to Strength. Cure Moderate Wounds. 2d8 points of damage +1 point per caster level. Delay Poison, we read before. Eager Splendor, +4 to Charisma. Effortless Armor. Armor you wear no longer reduces your speed. You also reduce the armor's armor check penalty by 1 + 1 per 5 caster points, maximum of 5. Bind Traps. You gain intuitive insight into the workings of traps. You gain an insight bonus equal to half your caster level, maximum of 10, on perception checks while the spell is in effect. Brace. Until the end of the round, your movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity. Inflict Moderate Wounds. Owl's Wisdom, +4 Wisdom. Protection from Alignment, Communal. All allies within 30 feet gain a +2 deflection bonus to AC and a +2 resistance bonus on saves. Both these bonuses apply against attacks made or effects created by creatures with the corresponding alignments. Remove Paralysis. Removes paralysis from the target creature. Resist Energy. This abjuration grants a creature limited protection from damage of whichever one of the 5 energy types you select. Acid, Cold, Electricity, Fire, or Sonic. The spell gains resist energy. The subject gains resist energy 10 against the energy type chosen, meaning that each time the creature is subjected to such damage, whether from natural or a magical source, that damage is reduced by 10 points before being applied to the creature's hit points. Resist energy absorbs only damage. The subject would still suffer unfortunate side effects. Resist energy does not stack with protection from energy. The character is warded by protection from energy and resist energy. The protection spell absorbs, and that's the end of it. Lesser Restoration. Sound Burst. You blast an area with a tremendous cacophony. Each creature in the area takes 1d8 points of sonic damage and must succeed a fortitude saving throw to avoid being stunned for 1 round. Summon Small Elemental. This spell summons to your side a small fire, water, air, or earth elemental. The summoned elemental appears where you designate and acts according to its initiative check results. It attacks your opponents to the best of its ability. Summon Monster 2. The spell summons an extraplanar wolf or 1d3 extraplanar dogs. The summoned monsters appear where you designate and act according to their initiative check results. They attack your opponents to the best of their ability. Old Person. The subject becomes paralyzed and freezes in place. It is aware and breathes normally, but cannot take any actions, even speech. Each round, the subject may attempt a new saving throw to end the effect. Sure. And then domain slots. Each day, clerics can prepare a number of orisons, or level 0 spells. They changed the name from cantrips? These spells are cast like any other spell, but are not expended when cast and may use again. So... how do I do this? Okay, that's touch. Which isn't so bad, because you're going to be in the fights. You'll be next to people. But I think that means attack of opportunity then. Fire belly. Within close range. Okay, I see how this works. So I'm guessing these colors are because of domain. You get 3 spells. I mean... close range, close range. Summoning could be good. Spell grants the subject +2 deflection bonus to AC with an additional +1 for every 6 levels. 1 minute per level. +4 morale bonus against fear effects for 10 minutes. I kind of want to try making you like a summon. +1 morale bonus on attack rolls and saving throws against fear effects. Oh. So attack rolls could be though. Oh, let's try this. Let's try making you like summon guy. $1d8 plus caster level temporary hit points. That's not bad. All right, let's try that. So then you also level up. Inspire confidence. A bard of 3rd level or higher can use his performance to help allies succeed at a task. He must be within 30 feet and be able to see and hear the bard. You get a +2 competence bonus on all skill checks, as long as they continue to hear the bard's performance. This bonus increases by +1 for every 4 levels the bard has attained beyond 3rd. +3 at 7th, +4 at 11th, +5 at 15th, and +6 at 19th. They're taking precise shot, which, yeah, that could be alright. Taking knowledge, trickery, persuasion, magic device. I totally forgot you're a bard. You have a crap ton of skills. Lingering performance. The effects of your bardic performance carry on even after they've stopped performing. The bonuses and penalties from your bardic performance continue for 2 rounds after you cease performing. Any other requirements such as range or specific conditions must still be met for the effect to continue. If you begin a new bardic performance during this time, the effects of the previous performance immediately cease. You can shoot or throw ranged weapons at an opponent engaged in melee without taking the standard -4 penalty on your attack roll. Yeah. Kind of think you should get that. Ear piercing scream, like cure runes, hideous laughter, remove fear. No 2nd level spell. Oh, I can choose spell. I can swap them out, can't I? Altering this value will disable automatic level up for this character. Ooh, cancel. I don't know what this value means. It looks like you don't gain any additional spells. Oh, you did. You gained remove fear. I can't remember how this works for bards. Right, you don't prepare. You're a spontaneous caster. You can cast any of these spells 4 times a day. Okay. So let's level you up. Danger Sense. At 3rd level, a barbarian gains a +1 bonus on reflex saves to avoid traps, and a +1 dodge bonus to AC against attacks by traps. These bonuses increase by 1 every 3 levels thereafter, to a maximum of +6 at 18th level. You're learning Power Attack? I don't know if that's good. Mobility, lore, nature, and perception. 3 of our guys are like skilled in perception. choose to take a -1 penalty on all melee attacks and combat maneuver checks, gain a +2 bonus on all melee damage rolls. This bonus is increased by half, 50%, if you're making an attack with a two-handed weapon, a one-handed weapon using two hands, or a primary natural weapon that adds 1 and 1.5 times your strength modifier and damage rolls. This bonus to damage is halved, -50%, if you're making an attack with an offhand weapon or secondary natural weapon. When your base attack power reaches +4 and every 4 points thereafter, the penalty increases by -1 and the bonus to damage increases by 2. The effects of this feat last until your next turn. The bonus damage does not apply to touch attacks or effects that do not deal hit point damage. I don't know. I mean, it sounds like a good ability to have for a barbarian because they hit like a truck. But you actually have to hit to do damage. Disable automatic leveling up for this character for the remainder of the game. Or you wish to persist. Oh. Okay, I don't. Oop. Don't really want to do that, so I guess we'll just leave it. A barbarian land speed is faster than the norm for her race by +10 feet. This benefit applies only when she's wearing no armor, light armor, or medium armor, and not carrying a heavy load. Okay, yeah, so medium armor is the highest you can go. Apply this bonus before modifying a barbarian's speed because of any load carried or armor worn. This bonus stacks with any other bonuses to the barbarian's land speed. I guess we're going to go with power attack. So then that means it's permanent? Oh, you can shoot. Oh, okay, maybe it's just turned on right now. So you go 30. Take that off, you go 40. I'm really used to that. I think it's 5th edition they changed it so that barbarians add their constitution modifier to the AC. I'm really used to that.
Our duty calls.
Okay, so I guess for you we'll add or we'll get the weapon focus is what I'm thinking. Yeah. Can I bite people? That'd be pretty awesome. Oh, if I do that, I'm using a quarterstaff. So I think I'm going to have to take the quarterstaff off then. Yeah. Which sucks, but really I'm losing 1 point of damage for +1 to attack. I'm okay with that trade. Alright, let's rest. And then we may as well sell our quarterstaff. And zoom! Leaving the safe house. Gotta find another party member. At least one more party member. Okay, so I'm thinking the hut is probably the next best place to go. The remains of a small house, accompanied by an old stone altar, are hidden deep in the woods. Local hunters sometimes use the place for shelter and try not to think too hard about who built it and why it was abandoned. New events. Examine the old hut that the Stag Lord is interested in. What are you? Oh, we even like our speed slew down because we were in a forest. Just noticed that. Kingdom Resource Medical Herbs. A small lowland with unique conditions for growing medical plants and herbs. Old oak that strayed. This lonely oak in the middle of a pine grove looks like a wandering stranger in a foreign land. Yeah, let's enter. Save game.
The road awaits.
Oh, yeah, hang on.
We should prepare.
Turn you off. Fighting defensively, I think we turn you off. Put you there. You there. Not sure what other stances we can get, but whatever.
Well, sorry. Was lost in thought.
Spells, I think maybe we won't have in our bard just yet. Right.
What you
Oh
want?
no.
Grotus awaits us.
Here I am. See?
Channel positive energy damage undead. Ooh. Oh, it's treat affliction. Right, these are abilities, not spells. Half your level. Okay, so we need it. That was weird. The Murray was like freaking out there.
Adventures call to them.
I think we'll do that for now.
Observe the others. Learn from their mistakes before they learn from yours.
I'm listening.
Let us bide our time.
Well,
Everyone counts on me.
done with waiting.
I shall not fail.
Yeah, something like that. You are here. Please follow me. Guardian of the Bloom. Is that the dryad that visited us at night one time in the inn? Can we not loot that? Oh. That was weird. There we go. Oh, I think there was an animation we just weren't waiting for. Father, please. I looked for the herbs you asked for. There just aren't enough to... Silence! Did you forget the rules? You speak when I say. You do as I say. Disobedience, missed it. But Father, 3 times. Enough. I can't. Enough. Do as I say. Disobedience leads to punishment, and you have disobeyed twice. Newgrass. Can't tell if you're in idle animation or you're doing something. Idle animation.
Our duty calls.
The staircase decayed and collapsed long ago. It can't be climbed. The
What's that?
rotten wood racks, rotted wooden racks long ago used for drying herbs. I like how that was a perception check to see if there was something inside the box. Enlarge person, peridot, and money. Well, must be a bad guy around. Yep. Ferocious wolf.
The path is clear.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Two of them. Why are you taking the lead? Hang on. You guys are not in formation at all here.
I'll go ahead. Enemy near.
Okay. Well, that sucks, but that's better at least.
Serves you right.
Nice. 5 damage critical hit. That's... Actually, that's weird. Why is it 5? Times 2. You can't roll 2.5. Attack roll 27, 19 plus modifiers, armor class 20, hit. Critical confirmation 24, damn. Damage result 5. The only thing I can think of is that I did 5 damage and then it's actually doing 10 because it's 5 times 2. Because there's no way, there's no number in a 1d6 plus 1 that would equal 5 if you multiply it by 2. That doesn't make sense. They only need a 4 to hit me? I got 20 AC. What the frick? Wait. They have 8 modifiers. Target's armor class 12? Flat-footed? What? Oh, I'm prone. How did I prone? What? Hang on. What the hell happened here? Ferocious Wolf uses combat maneuver trip. Okay.
Tear them apart!
And you wanted to use power swing.
Learn from my mistake.
Okay, that's dumb.
Blood for Golem!
So they can do damage to me and trip me? It's not one or the other? Bludgeoning, piercing, slash, what the frick? And you can do multiple different types of damage?
Serves you right.
Level 2 guys. What the fuck?
A solid plan. Forwards.
Sure, I still need a 17 to hit. Why not?
Tear them apart!
Rule of fucking like this is
Repent.
so at the 3. Oh my god, what the fuck? Cool. And they need a 15 to hit, but they rolled a 19. Like,
You deserve it.
Aim carefully.
They go down!
oh, at least 10 is a double digit
Your
number.
life ebbs low.
And he's still rolling a.
Any last wishes?
Wait, 17 to hit? I'm not. I'm sciencing this. I'm trying to understand this. So all of a sudden that was an 18 to hit me.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
A solid plan.
I was 17
Serves
again.
you right.
That was only a 15 to hit me. Like, why are the numbers so different here? Target's armor class is 23. I think that's right because we have enough mobility. We get +3 armor and it's 20. So he has 8 modifiers. This guy only has 6. But nothing's changing. They have the exact same stats. Why does he have an 8 modifier? Oh, wait, hang on. No, I'm so confused here. Is a base attack of 1. Okay. Strength of 3. Difficulties adding 2 to his attack. Oh, he's Wait, how is he flanking? That's the difference. The second guy is flanking me, so he has +2 to his attack. But how is that flanking? Pathfinder Kingmaker plus flanking. A creature is considered flanked if it is threatened. Creatures threaten all areas they can make melee attacks into, usually about a 5-foot radius area around them, by 2 opponents. Flanking attackers gain a +2 bonus to attack rolls against flanked defenders. Flanked defenders are vulnerable to sneak attack. It is considered flanked if it is threatened by 2 opponents. That's it? So if 2 guys are able to attack 1 guy, that's flanked? They don't have to be like directly behind them or anything?
Repent.
That's weird.
Tear them apart!
Forwards.
You deserved it.
Well, at least we hit him, I guess. Wait, hang on. He's 15 that time. Has 8 modifiers, which, okay, he's apparently flanking. That makes sense. He rolled a 23. Wait, hang on. He rolled a 23? Oh, 23 total. He rolled a 15 plus his 8. You rolled a 7. Oh, maybe I missaw the numbers. It looked like the numbers were different again.
Your life ebbs low.
They go down!
Aim carefully. My skills exceed yours.
Ouch.
Any last wishes?
17. Oh, okay, yeah. It was 15 before. I'm no longer being flanked. So then he needs a 7. Okay.
What a waste.
Attack!
I'm so glad I took the weapon finesse expertise, whatever it was.
This is where I step in.
Making so much of a difference. That was a good dodge.
Become as dust.
Bring it!
A solid plan.
Oh, alright. Nugra's Ode Notes. In early spring, Will's leaves are the same color as her eyes. His too. I barely hold myself from burning them out with acid. This is his fault. Despicable. Weak. If it was not for him, she would still be alive. Does not talk to me. Looks away. Plans something. I know. I have to gather forest herbs and make a hiding place. Hide my charms. He is a coward, but he can steal and run away. I will punch it out of him. Everything hurts. I can barely walk. How could he? How? He would never bring himself to confront me on his own. He says his name is now Stag Lord. What? He says he will not let me die or let me go. He says I should not be calling him my son, like I ever did. He told me to pack my things. We are leaving soon. He now has his people and his own fortress. I'm hiding the charms in the herb cache. I probably should not. I will not be able to escape. He will not let me. Bushes grow in the wall. A clear sign it was abandoned long ago.
I've spotted something.
And this is the house he wanted to burn down. I can understand why. Where have you been? I told you to prepare everything for the ritual. You will never give me orders again. What? Well then, summon your power, or maybe I would like to try the acid. I am not your slave any longer. What did he just do? Not your toy. Did he stab him? Not your son. Enough! I won't kill you. Your powers will be of use to me. From now on, you do as I say. You speak when I say, and missed it. Disobedience leads to punishment, always. A small deserted timber shed.
Applause, please.
Masterwork Darwin Gorosh. Masterwork Earthbreaker. Worth it and worth it. Really, you can't use the Dwarven Ugrosh. Oh, it's two-handed.
I have been waiting for you. The flowers, birds, and wind told me you would come. Oh, my poor flowers. They will perish before long in this bog.
It seems that only you can see or hear the nymph.
Ooh, mysterious talk with nobody.
The druid's notes mention a cache he created using herbs. Do you know anything about that?
I know little of the magic of people, but there is a trick we nymphs love to use. Herbs and flowers can keep secrets, as well as reveal them. Place a herb in a chest you wish to hide. It will conceal the treasure from strangers' eyes. Place the herb there again, and it will reveal what was hidden. If the druid used this trick, he probably chose simple herbs, likely those that can be found nearby.
I had a strange vision. A young man and an old druid who tortured him. Then they exchanged roles.
Yes, yes. The soil, water, and stones here are infused with toxic pain and fear. They poison this place as we speak. You have seen where your enemy's journey began. The one called Stag Lord was once the victim of a cruel madman, and has since become one himself. You see now how monsters are born. But what comes of regret for a thing you cannot change? There is no time to be lost. We must do away with the fog quickly.
I'm curious if I was persuasive enough, if I could, bring him back to his childhood and convince him to stop being evil or something. Tell me about yourself. I would like to know more about my ally.
Do you really wish to know? Fine. I'll tell you a fairy tale. Once upon a time, there lived a young nymph. She lived in an enchanted forest, where 1,000 birds sung day and night, where the sun often left a spark or two hanging in the tree crowns, and where the starlight fell on sleepy glades like a glowing soft haze. The young nymph loved simple things, like sitting by the stream with her friends, braiding each other's hair and adorning their braids with crystals made of dew, or watching the flowers blooming. But inside her soul, the young nymph dreamed of something more.
The nymph's voice is quiet but clear. As you hear it, you seem to sense the aroma of the forest glades, washed with the morning dew, mixing with the odor of spring meadows, aflood with blooms.
Oh, dreams. Nothing in any world can live without them. Even a seed that falls in fertile soil cannot sprout without the dream of the sun. The same was true for our nymph. She wished to turn her enchanted forest into a true fairy tale kingdom and fill it with thousands of wonders. But plans so ambitious rarely go unnoticed by greater powers.
New notes creep into the aroma of the forest and the meadow. Now you smell a storm coming.
Those greater powers decided to punish the nymph for her boldness. They sent a horrible monster to poison the enchanted forest and kill the singing birds. The nymph was forced to flee, and finally she found shelter here in the stolen lands. Here she hoped to sprout the seeds of a new dream, even as she mourned the dream she'd lost. But then the magic mist appeared, killing everything that lived. And the nymph cast about, desperately searching for help. So far, these are the fairy tale's final words. But I hope this is not the end just yet.
Wait, they decided to punish her for her boldness. What boldness? Oh, alright. Would you be willing to share the details of your story about these evil powers, the enchanted forest, the monster?
One day, perhaps. Perhaps I will tell you more. But it doesn't matter now. We need to concentrate on the problems at our doorstep. The Stag Lord, the Druid, the Mist.
Oh, the Druid is probably making the mist. I literally just put that together. I am so tired. I should probably start thinking about going to bed. Tell me what to do next.
Search the area around the hut. Try to find anything that remained of the Druid who lived here. I am sure the fog is his doing. This suffocating veil is as vicious as his nature. We should learn more about the fog and the ritual through which it was created. Return to me if you find anything. The past may hide the answers that shape the future.
I'll return later. Farewell.
I will be waiting.
What's that?
Nugraz's lost note. I went to the old temple of the Elk again today. Wicked, gloomy place, just like my soul. It used to shine once, and it is hollow and horrible now. Did he spy on me? Maybe I should lock him up. No, let him be. What can he do, the useless coward? Just whimper and hide.
You come again. Did you find something?
I was exploring. What are you talking about? I found the Druid's notes. They mention a temple of the Elk. Can this help us?
An ancient temple. The temple of the Stag God. Yes, that must be it. The place of power where the Druid created the fog. Perhaps we'll be able to cleanse it from there. The temple hides in the thicket not far from here. You'll need to go there and purge the place of whatever evil still lingers there, summoned by the Druid's sinister ritual. Take care. You are my only hope.
I have a clear goal now. I'll continue my journey. The stone altar is decorated with an eroded foliage pattern and symbols of green faith.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Forward! Onwards!
Really?
Serves you right.
Good shot.
Tear them apart!
Repent.
Can't hit anything.
Aim carefully.
You deserved it.
They go down!
Well, at least that was a double-digit miss.
Your life ebbs low.
Jesus Christ. This guy cannot hit anything. +4 attack, and you're still rolling like a 3.
Attack!
Oh, you tripped. I thought you died for a second.
Any last wishes?
Hey! Bring it!
Oh my god!
What a waste.
This is so dumb!
A solid plan.
Okay, well... The guy that can't really... has the lowest modifier managed to hit. I don't like that the difficulty is adding 2 AC for the enemies and is adding 2 to their attacks. That seems pretty excessive.
This is where I step in.
Tear them apart!
Oh my god! Can we roll at least in the upper 10s here?
Become as dust.
Finally!
What you want?
Getting ridiculous. 4 pounds for 10. That's tenderloin.
I'll go ahead.
The ground near the chest is covered with culinary herbs. They dried out long ago. Oh, because I gotta put down... Aha! Short sword, unidentified. Shambilatuous cooking ingredients. Transmutions and bodily poisons, part 1. Alchemy is the truing science of primes or basic elements, of which all things are composed, forces, by which those things are set in motion, and families of all such things which a studious mind can perceive in our world. An art most formidable, it grants its practitioner power over nature, and even over and even over that which... Oh, 1 second. Oh, excuse me. And even over that which beyond nature lies. He who has mastered it fully shall become like the gods. Yet woe be unto he who sets about its study without diligence and zeal, for his days are numbered. The path ahead is perilous and arduous in equal measure, and he who sets foot upon it heedlessly shall not find wisdom, but only a quick and grisly end. A wooden house, time-lorn and apparently deserted.
Anything is possible.
Grotus awaits us.
What troubles
Well, let's
you?
use you.
Yes.
4? Man, that's pretty weak.
Yes.
10. There we go. And 9. Oh, 9.
My search was not in vain.
Yeah, I think that is this area. So I'm assuming it says 83% travel speed reduced. I was reading that originally as travel speed is reduced by 83%. Obviously, that's not right. So it must be travel speed is reduced to 83%. Right, so we're moving 17% slower. I wish I could see what the different sections are. That must be what that is. Because that would be insane. During the game, you'll meet friendly clerics and missed it. Oh, the elk is down there. Oh, we did save it. Let's see what this area is. Oh my god, unless we do that.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Yeah. Alright, fine.
I can't believe our adventure finally begins. I'm so happy to be here, and I do hope we will become trusted companions, and perhaps even true friends.
Oh, yes, certainly. Could you pass the salt?
Oh, that's what it is. The hunting took 11 hours. Hunters forced food equal to 4 rations. Main cook prepared an excellent hearty meal. Okay, so that's what the chime is. It's updates on those things. Or actually, it's probably faster to go this way. I wonder if we have to go like here and over. Yeah, that was a lot of exploring. Temple of the Elk. A huge rock surrounded by the forest, with the head of an immense elk carved out of it. At the foot of the rock lies what was once an impressive shrine dedicated to the god Aristil. New events. Uncover the mystery of the ancient Temple of the Elk. Find the Temple of the Elk. Can't zoom out? Yes, enter. The Fey Lords of the First World are called the Eldest. These creatures have godlike ends. As it turns out, our rival isn't so simple, and by that I mean he's even more insidious than expected. Keston Garrus, Jamadi Adori's envoy, informs us that Torticio is in fact a spy from the kingdom of Pitax. We need to find him immediately and deliver him to Keston, dead or alive. While we fought the bloodthirsty beasts at the Temple of the Elk, Torticio might have found his artifact or done something else insidious. Okay, well, we haven't fought anyone yet, so I feel like that's a bit of a spoiler. But let's see. Obviously, we're going to get into some fights. And I think I am going to call it there. I want to keep playing, but I really should get some sleep. It was a long weekend. And as I said at the start of the stream, if I was smart, I would have only streamed for a couple of hours. And I think I streamed... Oh god, what time did I start? I think I might have streamed... No, it can't be right. Not 4 hours. Maybe it was 3 hours. I can't tell, because tonight's stream got broken up into 3 different parts because of dropped frames. But luckily the last 2 hours, we haven't really dropped any frames, so that's great. But anyway, if I was smart, I would probably have only streamed for a couple of hours. And I'm pretty sure that was like an hour and a half ago. So I guess I'm not that smart. But oh well, I had fun playing this. This is a fun game. The numbers kind of piss me off. It feels a lot like XCOM. But there's not much that we can do about that right now. I
wrote it like I saw it.
+1 morale bonus and competence levels. 5th level and 6th levels thereafter, the bonus increases by 1. So we need a couple more levels before this bumps up in sorry, provides us with an extra +1. And we
I shall not fail.
did get a +1 to attack with our guy. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I should just turn off fighting defensively. -4 is pretty huge. But I don't know. It's hard. I've been kind of paying attention. When they attack us, it does seem more often than not they are missing us. And I have noticed a couple times that they have missed us by like less than 4. So if we weren't fighting defensively, we would have been hit. I don't know how often that happens though. But I think it is kind of worthwhile. Just because no one else has as much AC. And if we can kind of tank a little bit, and it sucks that we miss. Especially sucks since we're our only guy that attacks twice right now. But if we can at least kind of tank, quote unquote, then that gives Amari a chance to hit. And really, if she hits, she freaking hits. 7 to 21 damage. That is nuts. So, I mean, it would be nice if we could hit, but if we hit, if both attacks hit, we are only doing 8 to 18 damage. So that is 1 more minimum, but 3 less maximum. So it is a little comparable, but Amari does do more damage. If she can hit. Right, and then if she's fighting, if she was the one that was tanking and fighting defensively, her attack would be a lot lower. So I think right now this is probably the best choice we can make until we can get 2 more guys. When are we going to get 2 more guys? Also, my alignment has shifted quite a bit from where we started. Interesting. But yeah, anyway, I was saying about 3 minutes ago that I'm going to call it, and then I got distracted by stuff. But, okay, we can turn you off. But yeah, I would like to keep playing, but I should definitely get some sleep. But yeah, it is a fun game. I am enjoying it. It's just those numbers are pissing me off and it's probably observational bias. I am very aware that is a thing and that I am fairly susceptible to it. I do try not to be and pay a little more attention. But it does feel like, at least tonight, that we were definitely rolling under 10 a lot more than over 10. And that the enemy was rolling over 10 a bit more than us. But I think they've been missing a decent amount because of that fight defensively thing. But it does kind of seem like the dice is being a little more favorable to the computer. It could also be because of the difficulty. Because the difficulty is adding 2 to their AC. So we need to roll 2 higher to hit them. And they're getting a +2 AC bonus to hit us, apparently. So they need 2 less to hit us. So it is biased towards the computer right now. But it feels like it feels like the rolls have been definitely more in their favor. In general, just because even with that 2 difference to hit my guy, I think they typically need to roll like a 17 or an 18. And they've done that quite a few times. And I think we have done it, but I think we've only done it like, it feels like 3 or 4 times, and it feels like the computer's done it like 5 or 6. But despite that, it is a fun game so far. So I'm definitely enjoying it and have not really regretting streaming longer than I should have tonight to play it. Anyway, for the 3rd time in 5 minutes, I am going to go. Thank you so much for playing with me, guys. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time.